Hey, how are you? It's Ia Patsy, and I'm finally here to do your reading, right? I did my prayers and got a few cards for you already, and I also was able to. I got some messages as I was setting up this morning to start this. Um, I added up the numbers in your name, and the number that came forth for you at the end was number 4. 4 is perseverance. All right? So, this talks about remaining focused on your goals. Try to clear your head of any negative thoughts that you have as soon as you realize that you're having them. Because I know it's hard to do that all the time, but whenever you realize that you're starting to drift off into negativity, try to change that thought around, all right? Don't think about what you don't have. Be grateful for what you do have, okay? And it's also about someone who is very level headed, and that's what I'm thinking. Um, the two cards I got for you to begin your reading were from the Goddess and Sirens deck by mm, Stacy DeMarco and Jimmy Manton. The first card that came for you was White Buffalo Woman, Peace. And the card that came next was Athena, Strategy. So, perhaps there's a situation that's causing you to develop some type of strategy in order for you to go through it, maneuver through it, and to obtain your objectives, right? So, that would go along with perseverance. You're doing it quietly, but you do have, I don't know if you know, I don't know if you actually have a goal in mind except to be able to work through this situation. But we'll see. Um, just to give you some background, the White Buffalo Woman stands for peace, right? You're encouraged to find a more peaceful and connected way to live. Regular spiritual practices will transform you for the better. Connect more deeply with your own rituals of peace. Well, that in and of itself is a strategy, right? To develop your own sacred rituals that you can follow and that you feel comfortable with. Um, and as you do these regularly, or you continue to do them regularly, or you enhance whatever you're already doing, all right, you'll be able to connect more deeply with your intuition and with the messages of strategy that the divine wants to share with you. Okay. This is talking about having peace of mind also. All right. And how important peace of mind is for you to obtain your objectives. All right. In order for you to manifest what you want, you have to create a peaceful mindset. All right. And it's not just peaceful mind, it's peace between people. It may be time for you to deal with a certain person more peaceably or react in a calmer manner to the events around you, or simply listen rather than speak. Now, Athena is strategy, and this talks about using your head rather than your heart. All right? Planning ahead for the best results. So, again, taking your time, tuning into your intuition, listening rather than speaking, reminding yourself to speak calmly when you do speak. Athena talks about wisdom. All right. You can ask for Athena's help when you plan any kind of strategy, plans, mental, um, um, persuasion, or you need a lot of intelligence to solve a problem. Maybe you are taking some type of test or exams. So Athena can help you plan a strategy to pass your tests or exams. Could be going to look for a new job or submit a business plan. Again, Athena would help you develop a strategy. It could be anything. It could be a game. It could be running for office. Anything that requires you to come up with plans, steps, step 1, 2, 3, 4, in order for you to get to your goal. All right. This is also reminding you that sometimes everything isn't about strategy. Sometimes things are just about emotions and friendships and feelings and love. All right. And people don't like it when they feel they're being played or manipulated. So you have to be careful when you're strategizing. All right. Not to put off the other person or the other people. Not to be deterred, though. Just persevere. But to do it in a peaceful, respectful manner. All right. With a goal in mind, but something that is not going to be to the detriment of others. All right. So decided to get some cards for you from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, and that's by Colette Baron Reid. Let's see if they have anything else to offer. Okay, so the Swan Queen, number 13. It's also 4. All right, so this talks about transformation, intuition, and patience. So again, strategy. Making some changes, listening to your inner voice, to your inner guidance, and having patience. Next card. Number 23, the Dragon's Choice. The Dragon's Duel, rather. Talks about making a conscious choice. Deals with inner conflicts. May have to do with morality. Number 23 is 5. So 5 is changes. Again, transformation and changes. So there's some conflict, some moral conflict that's going on inside. Something is changing around you, or there are changes happening around you, and you are not You're not sure if you're happy with these changes. Some things you may find to be against your better judgment, not even your better judgment, but your morals, your principles. And so you feel that if you choose this way, you're committing to something that you have to make a conscious choice about. And you're not sure that you are ready for this change or that you want this change. There's a part of you that is looking forward to an adventure, a change. And then there's the other part of you that thinks that this may go against your principles. Okay, another 4. Another 4. Synchronicity, the web weaver. Sorry, number 4, the web weaver. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. So this could be telling us that this situation is something that has been divinely orchestrated for you. There's a reason for this. Things are coming together just as they were planned. So 4s are foundational. So this could be saying that this is part of your lessons. These are part of this situation. Of course, all situations are part of our lessons, but this is part of the contract that you agreed to. And they're leading you towards this situation in order for you to get towards this is like a stepping path towards the real test that you have to. They're laying a foundation for it. There's a strategy that's being played out. It's going to take time, and it's going to present you with some questions that go to who you are, your character. All right, let me take a look at number 23. Okay, well, let me take it 13, the Swan Queen. That's where it opened up to. Okay, the Swan Queen guides your way. Oh, she glides your way and asks you to look at your reflection in the events in your life. She gives you the ability to see the beauty that has transformed your life from ignorance to wisdom. The Swan Queen lets you know that it's time to go within and seek the answers within your own intuition. Don't look outside of yourself for answers now. True power lies reflected in the still waters within you. Take time to meditate and ask for vision. The power of psychic perception is inherent in you, and the Swan Queen will help you dive deep into your questions and find the answers that you seek. This is also a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality. Nothing happens overnight. Patience, strategy. Dragon's Duel, number 23. The Dragon's Duel takes place at a proverbial fork in the road. It's both ally and challenge. It represents the tension between two opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, and right and wrong. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another way may call to you to change directions. Or someone may come into your life that's asking you to change directions. Is that what it is? Is someone that's presenting something that is causing you to change what you normally would do? Something outside of your regular box. So you got to ask, is it your ego or is it your spirit that's leading you? There are always going to be choices in life, and decision making sometimes creates inner conflicts. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. So which is it? If it's not the one that serves the highest of your intentions, deliberately feed the other, and the duel will be won in your favor. So, look at the question, find out why you're conflicted, and then put your mental and spiritual energy into the thing that you feel most comfortable doing. Okay? The one that's going to get you to what your spirit is telling you is your highest goals. Again, getting in touch with your spirit, allowing yourself to maintain a sacred space, getting more into the habit of doing certain rituals that are good for you, that enhances your connection with source, however way you find it. You could try different things, but if there's something that you've already developed, a strategy that you already have, rituals that you already go through, I think what it's saying, what it's saying is for you to reinforce those. Maybe add something to it. Do it more often. But again, something that you need to pray about, something that you need to meditate on, or you could just experiment with it. See what happens if you do it twice a week or twice a day instead of just once a day or once a week. You know, maybe you'll bring flowers and put it at your altar more often. Or maybe you'll go outside in nature and spend time out there and do meditations out there. Maybe you'll, start reading your scriptures, whatever they are, more often. All right? Or learning another new scripture or doing research into something else, Whatever it is that is part of what you've already established, I think it's asking you to continue with that and enhance it if you can. And if you haven't established it, then I believe that it's asking you to establish a sacred ritual for yourself. Because that's going to be the way you learn, and that's going to be where you get your answers about this situation from. The bottom of the deck was the Phoenix, surrender to change, resurrection. So there is something changing that you may be resisting. This is 29, so 2 and 9 is 11. So this is something that you are manifesting, or that you have the ability to manifest, this change that's going to uplift you, okay? After you've gone through some troubles, perhaps, this is going to be in line with your purpose. It's going to get you further on your road to what it is the Spirit has for you to do in this realm, in this life. So, let's see if the romance angels want to add anything to this. Maybe this is about relationship situation. Let's see if we can get some input from the romance angels, and those are by Doreen Virtue. The numerology deck is by Michelle Buchanan. Give your relationship a chance. So, somebody has presented you with a relationship option, maybe, or some change to the relationship that maybe you're not so sure that you want to go along with. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay, so give your relationship a chance. Forgive and learn. So, peace. Strategy, forgiving and learning. Okay. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. You deserve love. You are lovable. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So, as you continue to do your spiritual work, and this person who you're interested in, or who's interested in you, who's asking you to allow them into your life, they're impressed by the way you value yourself and your spiritual beliefs. They like that about you. Heart-to-heart conversations is at the bottom of the deck. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. Yeah. This is calling for you to forgive. All right, and that fell directly on top of the Dragon's duel. So, perhaps going back to this person or letting this person come into your life is against your better judgment. Perhaps you were with this person before and maybe you don't feel comfortable with the way things ended. And so they're back, or you decided to give them another chance. And it's saying that it's all right. It's safe for you to love this person because you deserve it. But love yourself first. So, I think what they want is for you to make a choice that's going to be in keeping with your morality, but at the same time not being too afraid to be open. But just don't compromise yourself too much. But again, you have to be able to go forward with a peaceful mind and to not be worried, okay? But you can always change, stop, change your mind. So maybe you could take a chance. King of Cups. So someone is offering love. Could be a water sign, or someone who's a water sign may be the person that you really care about, and they're offering you love. Seven of Cups. Yeah, you have options. Or maybe you think that they have options. Maybe you think he has options, this king. Or maybe that's the problem. He's utilized his options in the past. Yeah. And so you're not sure if you can trust him, what he says, even though he's saying the things that you want to hear. He's coming to you truthfully. It may be a little immature, but he's trying to be as truthful as he's able to. And the next card here was the 7, the Chariot, Major Arcana. Talks about going forward, being in control of the situation, maintaining control of this situation, not veering too far to the left or the right, but going straight ahead. He could be telling you that he wants to move forward with the relationship, and you are being hesitant. But it's safe for you to love and give your relationship a chance. Bottom of the Emperor. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor, which is another 4. Okay, so this is sometimes a stubborn energy, but reliable, steadfast, stable. Could be an Aries in your life, or maybe you have, well, you're a fire sign, so maybe this is representing you also. But this is stability, and it's a 4, and we've already said that you're a 4, so this may be representing you, your need for stability, your need to be in control, or your desire to be in control. Or maybe you feel that this King of Cups is trying to control you with his words. Maybe it's too much. Maybe he's saying too much. Moving too fast. Maybe he's moving too quickly. Yeah, maybe he wants to move forward too quickly, and he's talking about things that you're not really sure that you're ready for, even though you do love this person, you do care for them. You may not be You're still up in your head about it. You haven't made a decision yet. There may be something about their lifestyle that doesn't sit well with you, and you have a right to have a way you want to feel about that. You have to, love yourself first, protect yourself, right? So maybe they're asking you to do something that is against your better judgment. And if that's the case, you have to pray about it or stand your ground. Don't let anybody rush you to do anything that you're not comfortable with. From the Goddess Guidance Oracle, we got Athena again, inner wisdom. Wow. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Wisdom, strategy. We got Athena here for you twice. Okay, so let's see what else Athena has to share. Amazing. I chego. Athena. Message from Athena. I'm happy to assist you. However, you will be most thrilled when you first consult your own inner bank of knowledge. For I assure you that this situation is already resolved and that you have access to all the wisdom that the universe supplies. To access this wisdom, you must quiet your mind. Surrender all your worries and other concerns to the loving and almighty power of the universe. Close your eyes and note the thoughts and feelings that come streaming into your consciousness. If you like, you can ask me to give you a signal that you've heard your inner wisdom correctly. But have faith. I assure you that you have heard and that the guidance brings you and your loved ones very good news indeed. Various meanings of this card is stop procrastinating. Don't give away your power to others. Trust your gut. Don't second guess yourself. You are correct. Notice recurring ideas and take action. Again, that's about synchronicity. So pay attention to synchronicities in your life that are going to give you the clues to reinforce what you already feel in your gut is the way that you should be going. Athena is a powerful and wise Grecian goddess who oversees and protects those who call upon her. She is a daughter of Zeus, and her power animals are the white owl and black pigeons. Wait a minute. And I was, for some reason, up here on this page of swords, I was going to say something about what's up with these little black birds in the back. So maybe those are the black pigeons, because I did notice those. You can call upon her for resolving disputes and also for protection. In addition, Athena helps with creative projects such as writing, arts, and craft. So, I think message is pretty clear. All right, you know inside how to access your intuition. And if you don't, whatever your intuition has been telling you or whatever your gut feeling is, that's part of your intuition. That is your intuition. And whatever it's telling you in this situation, you need to lean towards that. Excuse me. But again, a strategy. If you're conflicted, but you're leaning more one way, try to find a way to maintain some objectivity, some distance from it. Not procrastinating, but just careful steps. Careful steps. Plan, strategy. Checking in with spirit, checking in with your source. If you got to pray every night, if you got to pray every morning, if you got to pray as each part of this unfolds, hour by hour, go inside of yourself and trust your intuition. Do what it is that you feel comfortable doing. Even if it's different from what you would normally do, don't let it be something that makes you feel uncomfortable. There's a difference between trying something new and trying something that's against your morals. And don't give away your power to someone else, because you have to love yourself first. All right, let me see if I can get something from the Conscious Spirit Oracle right now, because I'm feeling led to do that. And this is by Kim Dwyer. These cards, the Conscious Spirit Oracle by Kim Dwyer. 44, integration. So again, we got an 11 earlier, this 44. I combine my body, my mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. 44, integration. Transformation, changes. 44, integration. Be aware of the part you play in the greater picture. Every aspect of life is connected. Nothing is separate. Only by combining all of the forces of nature and spirit can you reach your full potential. The universe is emerging into a new phase. You can't avoid this, but you do have a choice as to whether you embrace the changes or resist them. Resisting may perpetuate fear-based emotions, whereas embracing this change may release you from these fears. You must take responsibility for your own life. By merging body, mind, and soul, and also integrating all true wisdom you have gained in your life, you'll be able to find total acceptance, understanding, and love of life. Leave the darker past behind and step into a brighter future for all. Okay, so integrating all the life lessons that you've obtained that have brought you to now. Those times, those challenges, what have they taught you? What tools have you gained over the years? When you've been presented by situations like this before, how did you solve them? Look at all the tools that you use. If it was an advice, somebody that you go to for advice. Again, prayer, spiritual work. Poetry, maybe, creativeness. Song, music. Reading, researching. The things that you have employed in the past to solve problems that weren't so romance-based, maybe. Practical, day-to-day strategies that you have employed to work your way through other situations. Maybe sit down and take a look at those tools and see what you can do to enhance that. Maybe talking to an elder or someone who you go to for advice, seeking some counseling, all right? You can seek other people's opinion and ultimately make the final decision yours, but that doesn't mean that you can't listen to voices of people who have been there, done that. All right. Being led to take a look at the Past Life Oracle deck, and that is by Doreen Virtue and Dr. Brian Weiss. Yes. Okay. Let's see if we can get a message from Spirit that will maybe unlock an answer for this situation for you, something that you may have gone through before in this life or even in a past life. Let's see if we can get a message. Okay. Phobias. Fears, right? Sometimes unwarranted or sometimes warranted. Let's see where this phobia came from for you. This card comes to compassionately help you connect the dots between the current life phobia and past lifetimes. Between current life phobias and past lifetimes. Often, consciously remembering the past life source of your anxieties is enough to release their grip on you. The situation you're inquiring about has its basis in underlying fears or phobias. These fears are energy blocks, which are slowing or prohibiting the desires and the results that you desire. These fears are energy blocks which are slowing or prohibiting the results that you desire. Phobias have to do with the impulse to have complete mastery over situations that are out of your control. They also bring up many trust issues. And we talked about the fact that you may not trust this offer. Your higher self and unconscious mind know the original source of any phobias that you may have manifested. You can unearth the origin of these phobias through a past life regression or even through dream work. For example, as you're falling asleep, ask your higher self to give you information that you'll remember upon waking that's related to this phobia. By directly confronting your underlying fears, you can lessen their hold on your unconscious. It's all about awareness. That may be the thing that brings you peace in this situation. Some past life regression work or dream work. When you go to sleep, ask Spirit to give you some answers and try to write down your impressions. If you remember your dreams, write them down in the morning. If not, the impressions that you have when you awaken. Oh, I am so sorry. One other card turned up for you here. High Priest or Priestess. High Priestess. That may have to do with that inner wisdom. High Priestess. I'm glad I looked down and saw that. That was important. You probably already know that you're a high priestess, or that you were one during a previous life. Most people who have held these roles have a conscious sense of it. You also retained your heightened spiritual knowledge which this card is urging you to put into greater practice. It's time for you to reignite your spiritual power and use it in service of your divine mission of healing and teaching and helping the world. This card urges you to release any insecurities you have about your spiritual abilities or any fears about others knowing your beliefs. Okay, so they're saying that you can manifest what you want and you have those tools already and that you are aware of them even if you haven't admitted it to yourself or to those around you. So maybe you have a phobia because you were mistreated or persecuted somehow because of your spiritual beliefs or because of your powers. And maybe that's why you're afraid to use them now, because you don't want to be found out. You may not know this consciously, but that may be what's going on. That you're, maybe in the past life you were punished for your spiritual talents, or somehow or another you felt that they got you into a lot of trouble and controversy perhaps. And maybe that's part of the phobia. That's maybe why you're not I'm getting that it's not that you're not using your intuition. It's just that you have more tools than just your intuition at your disposal, and you're afraid to use them. You're afraid to use them. You may not be aware that you're afraid to use them, but that may be what the procrastination is about, okay? That could be what it is. So let's work on doing some dream work. If you have access to past life regression counseling or anything like that near you, or that you have access to, work on that. See if you can tap into those gifts. I don't think you have to tap too hard, because I think you know that they're there. It's just a matter of you being willing to persevere. Just because you may have gotten rebuked or rebuffed in your previous life doesn't mean that it's still that way today. I think you would be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't do the work that you needed to do so that you can get the answers, so that you can go on and have a happy life, because it is safe for you to love this person. You just have to maintain your power. From the Native Spirit Oracle deck by Denise Linn, Great Mystery. Okay, let's see what that's talking about. Great Mystery. Have faith and know that you're divinely guided. Even when you have doubts, trust that you're exactly where you need to be and believe. You've planted your seeds and now allow the Creator to help you. Even though you may not be able to see into the future, have faith that your path will be illuminated and go forward. If you have any recurring challenges, just turn them over to the Creator. Not my will, but thy will be done. Ask that divine order be established in this situation. Your native spirit wants you to know that many native cultures refer to the Creator as the Great Mystery. It's the idea that the Great Spirit is so vast and profound in many ways, it's unknowable. Faith is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible. And patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Trust. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things do require time. You've planted the seeds, now give them time to grow. Be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. Whatever you feed will win. If you had just planted some seeds in your garden today, you wouldn't go out tomorrow and yell at them because there wasn't any fruit yet. So don't dig up your seeds of faith. Remember this mantra. It's happening. Repeat this phrase periodically, especially if you have doubts. And then keep going. It's happening. It's happening. When you feel those negative doubts and those negative messages come up, it's happening. It's happening the way I need it to happen. It's happening the way that's going to be best for all of those involved. It's happening in divine timing. It's happening with divine order. It's happening. Great mystery. Not too mysterious to you because you have tricks. You have tricks. And it's time for you to start using your gifts to help yourself. You've given your talents and your energies to the best of other people. Why not for your own? 46, domestic harmony. 4 and 6. 46 is 12. 4 and 6 is 10. So 10 is 1. So this is about you. You creating that domestic harmony. You being in control of the situation and doing things the way you want them to. Creating the household, the family life. Creating it the way you want it to be created and at your pace. With love. Sticking to your morals. Maybe it's going to take you a minute maybe to get some people to adjust to the way you do things. Or readjust. Domestic harmony. Perseverance. It's telling me that you can do it. That's what I keep hearing. You can do it. You got this. Perseverance. Domestic harmony. 46. More 4s around here. This card indicates a time of healing, your relationships, and your home. This could relate to a troubled relationship with a child, a family member, a current or ex-partner, a house guest, or a roommate. It could even relate to problems you have had in the actual house itself. Either way, this card is being sent to advise you that your difficulties are being resolved and domestic happiness is within your reach. It's happening. This card can indicate a time to make a commitment to your present relationship by declaring your love and desire to take things to the next level. It can also reveal a need to commit to your present residence by extending your lease, deciding not to sell, or making the necessary improvements to turn it into your perfect home. Regardless, this card is encouraging you to make a commitment rather than walk away. Remember, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship or a perfect family or a perfect home. Domestic harmony can only be achieved with effort, compassion, and compromise. By improving your relationships and your home, you will improve your quality of life. The affirmation here is, I have happy, harmonious relationships within my happy, harmonious home. It's happening. It's happening. Keep telling yourself that it's happening. I like that for you. All right, so we're going to get a card, final card here from the Until Today deck, and that is by Iyanla Vanzant. Athena and the White Buffalo Woman. I like this. Strategy, wisdom. Athena. Inner wisdom. Okay. These are by Iyanla Vanzant. Let's see if she has any additional affirmations for you. All right. I accept and acknowledge the truth. Until today, you may have been engaged in self-destructive behavior to avoid acknowledging the truth. You are a chosen one. Just for today, activate the truth in your consciousness. Accept the fact that you are important, that you deserve love, that it's safe for you to love. You are lovable. All right, so I'll get you a postcard from Spirit. One last message. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please let me know. And thanks again for trusting me with this and also being patient. These are by Colette Baron Reid also. You are loved. Dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce, joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, or separate from, or better than, or better, or less than. And you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better, or less than. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you, always and forever. We just adore you over here. So that's the message, postcard from Spirit for you today. As well as these are the messages that I was able to get for you today, and I hope that they resonate with you. Okay, so please let me know if they did. Get back to me, and I look forward to talking to you in the future. And remember, it's happening. Okay? All right. Namaste. Thanks. Bye.